Hey, how you doing? So yes, this is from The Random Production. So I am Bernadette Henry, and I'm just here to talk to you about not really about your social media, but the activity that you do on social media and your expectations versus reality. Okay. So a lot of times, especially if you have a brand or a business and you're starting out, a lot of times you expect things to go like really quick. You expect people to just like your stuff, comment your stuff, share your stuff, buy your stuff, join your services. You expect that, right? But in reality, that's just not how it happens. Okay. One of my favorite quotes that I will continue to say all the time is that it takes many years to become an overnight wonder. I'll say that again. It takes many years to become an overnight wonder. Okay. Now I have been in this online space for many years. As a matter of fact, I didn't even realize that I was posting jump rope videos on YouTube back in like 2008, 2009. That's crazy. Hey, Bert. And I really was. I'm just like, oh my God. Okay. So I've been posting. Now, like I said, consistently since like 2008, 2009. I think I got onto Facebook in 2000. I believe I was pregnant with my son. So 2008. And then I was on MySpace. Oh my God. MySpace is so old, but I was active. I wasn't like really working out and things like that, but I was like involved in boxing, just doing a whole lot of stuff, right? For many years. I didn't just wake up one day and say, okay, this is what I'm going to do today. And boom, I'm going to do it. No. This has been many, many years. So a lot of times people, and yes, with social media, things have become a bit more easier because back when I first started social media wasn't really what it was, like it is now. So on social media, people make it seem that it's so easy to like just blow up and do this and do that. And for some people, yes, it may happen fairly quickly, but it takes time. You got to put the skin in the game. A lot of these people that are online that you're looking up to, a lot of these people, A, have been doing this for many years, or B, they have a team. They're not even doing all the work. Like when you're promoting and doing things like this for your products and your services, it takes a lot of work. And when you're a solopreneur or you're doing everything yourself, you have to be everything. You have to be the marketing team. You have to be the PR. You have to be the salesperson. You have to be the service provider. You have to be the person that's running back and forth to the post. So you have to be everything. And the reality is, like, we cannot be everything, right? We are not perfect at everything. Like me, I'm not great at all the things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I would be further if I was actually able to do a lot of the things that I'm not able to do. But because I'm doing everything by myself, I have to do it. Like, this is what I have to do until I get to that place where now I can hire that team, or I can hire people to do this and do that and delegate and things like that. Okay. So when you're online, stop looking at people that seem to have it so easy, quote unquote, because they working hard too. Trust me. Don't look at people and think that, oh my gosh, like, why does this person have thousands of people on their videos and thousands of people sharing their posts and thousands of people commenting? Guess what? At once upon a time, they started with only maybe one person watching their video, or one person commenting, or one person liking it. You all got to start from somewhere. And back in the days, right? And this is where I really wanted to go. When you have to create a lane for yourself, okay? So a lot of times everybody's out there doing so many the same thing, right? But you have to create that lane for yourself and be willing to stay in that lane and create your name and yourself in that lane. So me, I have, like I said, been posting jump rope videos online for a very long time. Back in the days, I used to be compared to Buddy Lee, who's a phenomenal jumper. So matter of fact, Buddy Lee, he was a wrestler in the Olympics, and he, used to jump rope a lot, and he got famous in that area, in that arena, for jumping rope. And then I was compared to Floyd Mayweather, like one of the number one boxers in the world. I used to be compared to him a lot, and I take nothing away from neither or. They're both great jumpers, but I used to always say to myself, I don't want to be compared to them. I don't want people to see me and say, oh yeah, she looks like Buddy Lee. Oh yeah, she looks like Floyd Mayweather. No, when I wanted people to see me, I wanted to say, hey, look, that's Bernadette. Okay. So it took years to develop that, and I didn't have to tell people that, but I created a style within myself that now when people see it, they're like, oh, that's Bernadette. Or, oh, I can actually see someone jumping rope, because a lot of people follow and watch me. I can actually see people jumping, and I can tell if they have been inspired by me or not, because there's a certain kind of style, a certain kind of swag that I bring to what I do. See, I make jumping rope fun, right? I like to show people, okay, this is fun. Not not only will this help you physically, but this will help you feel good. Whatever the stresses that you're having inside, this will, thank you so much. This will help you, feel a little better. This will make you have a little mental clarity. Like if you're just in a space where you're confused and you don't know what to do and you're just like out of your mind, like I want to give that feeling. Like, I always tell people when I interview a lot, I tell people when I go to jump rope, guess what? It feels like I'm on vacation. Okay. I feel like, and maybe that's an over exaggeration, but for me, mentally, mindset wise, emotionally wise, that's how I feel when I pick up a jump rope and turn on music. I forget about everything. I don't think about my family. I don't think about what's for dinner. I don't think about my job. I don't think about any stresses I have. I just think I'm about to have a good time. It's like turn down for what? Okay. We got the jump rope. We got the music. It's time to turn up. Okay. And that is the vibe that I give off, not just only to myself, but to other people around me. And like I said, I really no longer get compared to these people. A lot of times people may be like, oh, can you do this trick? Or, oh my God, you shouldn't be jumping because you're so big and you should this and you should that. And I've heard so many of these things over the years, but guess what? I remain consistent on who I am. Okay. Sometimes the world has to catch up to you. A lot of times when you step out and do something different, everybody's not going to gravitate towards it. Okay. You are the one that has to say, this is who I am and I'm not going to be nobody else. And this is either you're going to take me or you're not going to take me. Okay. That's it. Point blank, period. So my point is when you're doing something right and you have to stand out, like if it's something that's different from what everybody else is doing or how they're doing, you have to make that determination that you want to stand out. You want to stand out. And when you're trying to stand out, guess what? You're going to be here and the crowd is going to be here and the crowd is not going to come. Like you have to continue to be yourself. If you continue to be yourself, eventually people are going to catch on. Okay. Let me tell you something about my jump rope. My jumping rope is really, comprised of my personality. And for those of you that knows me, like in real life, like everything that you see online may not be true, but when it comes to like this energy, this enthusiasm, this happiness, this joy, that's me in real life and there's no faking it. So if you've seen me online and then if you've met me in person, the same energy that you see me online is the same energy that you're going to get from me in person. And this is my persona. So now when I decided that I wanted to jump rope or help women or whatever it is that I'm doing, I decided I wanted to do it the way I'm going to do it. Okay. So I'm not concerned about learning the next new trick or learning this or doing that because that's not what I'm here for. I've already created my lane. My lane is to show people how to really get an effective workout and to make it fun and how you can feel good. Like, I'm a mom, okay? I'm a mom of 3 children. All my children are 13 and under, 2 on the autism spectrum. I have a full-time job. I'm managing my business. I have so much going on. And I'm a wife. I have so much things going on, right? And those things can drive people crazy. And matter of fact, once upon a time, it almost drove me crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's therapeutic. And jump rope is my way of escape. It's like, okay, look, you are on a beach. Like I said, that can be like far reaching, but that's how it is. When you go to the beach, you're not thinking about your life. You're not thinking about what you got to cook for dinner. You're not thinking about going to work the next day. You're not thinking about none of these things. The only thing you're thinking about is enjoying yourself on the beach. Hey, and that's how it is when I am jump roping. I don't think about nothing. I turn on the music, all kind of music. I jump, I call it a day. And when I'm done, I could go back onto my life. Okay. So that's the vibe I give. Also, the vibe I also give is confidence. Okay. So I am not your average quote unquote fitness person, which is why I'm not respected in some spaces. Okay. Cause I'm not going to say all, but in some spaces, I'm not respected because I'm quote unquote plus size. And oh my God, if you jump so much, why are you still so fat and blah, 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 blah. People always got I crack myself up, y'all. Don't mind me. So people always have something to say, right? And like jumping rope, like I said, it's not all about weight. It's not all about losing weight. It's about like really feeling good and just taking that time out and doing something for myself. And let me tell you something. A lot of times people look at the outside and they judge, right? But people don't understand that with jump rope is your highest, your truest level of conditioning. Like if you could jump rope for like even 30 seconds, like you have some wind to you. You know what I'm saying? Like jump rope not only helps you with your body, but it helps you with your inside. So it's not about the outside, it's about the inside too. Like jump rope helps you with your conditioning, your stamina, your timing, your rhythm, your agility, your strength, your power. I mean, jump rope have so many benefits. So, you know, when people talk, I ignore them. And this is what I provide women with, okay? So you have like women that are comparing themselves to other women they see online. So there are some phenomenal examples of women online who's had their babies, who snapped back in 6 months. Now you have someone that may be older, that's maybe they're not really about that gym lifestyle, right? And they're looking at them and they're saying, oh my God, if she can do it, what's my problem? And then now your confidence starts to decrease because you're comparing yourself to someone you have no business comparing yourself to. Now it's great to have inspiration, but now when that inspiration comes at a level where it's I can't even think of the word, but when that comparison becomes an obsession, now you're taking yourself and you're putting yourself through the motions, because now you're sitting here like, well, if she just had a baby and she was able to snap back in 6 months, what's my problem? First of all, when you're a mom, right, especially whether you're a new mom, whether you're an old mom, it don't even matter, because like I went through it with all the kids. First of all, people's level of support is different. Number one, like the support that she has, maybe you don't have it. Number two, when you become a mom, whether new or old, you go through so many transformations. It's not about you anymore, okay? You're tired, you're sleepy, like you may feel lonely. Like it's so many things now that you're going through as that mom that you're not even in the mindset to even want to work out. Like if you're depressed, like who's going to get up and work out if they're depressed? Because their mindset is like, okay, I'm not there. Let me tell you something. A lot of times people always talk about this quote unquote baby weight, right? I'll tell you about my 3 pregnancies. So the first pregnancy, I was boxing, right? I was literally boxing before I became pregnant. And I had lost some weight, to get down to my fighting weight, blah, blah, blah. I had my son, and I had literally dropped all my weight. Whatever weight that I gained while I was pregnant, which wasn't that much, all the weight came off, right? And I was depressed, right? First of all, I was a single mom. I was doing this by myself, number one. Number two, I had no help, no support, like in the way I would have wanted it, okay? And I was depressed. So what did I do every day? I ended up getting the habit of eating Snickers and Twix because I didn't have time to cook. Like it was just me and the baby, and I just didn't have time to cook. I didn't have the energy. I was tired. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was a new mom, and I literally every single day started eating Snickers and Twix. Snickers and Twix was my whole entire life, every day. And when I tell you my weight ballooned, I ballooned, right? And then 2 years later, guess what I did? I had another baby, right? And by the time I had my second baby, like I think after I had him, a few years after I had him, I was like, look, something got to give. So that's when I got into my working back out again, right? And then baby number 3, which came like in 2016. What was I doing? I was still working out. I was in the gym. I was doing all the things. Let me tell you something. With my last baby, the whole pregnancy, I only gained 11 pounds, okay? 11 pounds. After I had the baby, boom, gone. All the weight off, right? Well, most of the weight was off. And then like 6 weeks later, I was about to get my workout back on. Then boom, I got hit by a car, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, in 2017, I ended up getting a second full-time job, because like the support was just more support, more financial support was needed, even though I had the business. But that's another conversation, like doubting yourself, okay? Like, why was I even trying to go out there and get another job, when I had a business that I could have worked? Like even my jump rope class, and 1 hour of teaching my jump rope class, I was basically making more than what I was making in the 8-hour shift on the second job. Okay. Ridiculous. So anyway, I ended up developing pre-diabetes, high blood pressure, all the things. And after a year, it was like it's either my life or the money. And I was just like, you know what, forget this. So whatever it is, I'll struggle to do whatever I need to do, but I got to go. So anyway, that goes to tell you, I ballooned, right? When I was working that second job, I ballooned, right? So that's called lifestyle weight, right? Lifestyle weight. It's not baby weight. Like who even made up this term baby weight? Where is baby weight and where does it come from? Okay. A lot of times what us moms we get lifestyle weight. Okay. We got so much things going on. Like a lot of times as women, we are not even focused on ourselves. That's the problem. Oh my God, I done went into a whole nother arena, but it's okay, y'all. I'm about to chop these videos and I'll make some more individual topics. But a lot of times what we go through is lifestyle weight, okay? We don't take care of ourselves. We honestly don't. Which mom's here gonna tell me that you was thinking about yourself right after you had a baby, or 2 or 3 years after you had your baby, and you trying to do your job and you go to school, do your business and all the things. Like, you ain't thinking about yourself. You thinking about everybody else. You put yourself on the back burner, and then next thing you know, you like 30 pounds heavier, and you're like, what in the world? That's not baby weight, okay? That's not baby weight. That is lifestyle weight. Not baby weight, lifestyle weight. Okay. So, like I said, it just comes to a point where you have to do what works for you. Okay. Now going back to like the business side of things or the branding side of things, whatever you want to call it, when you are trying to walk in a new path or do something new for yourself, you have to walk in your path. You have to walk in your path. You have to walk in your path. You cannot sit there and watch everybody else like, oh my God, but she just made $50,000 in 6 months. Or she just made $25,000. You cannot look at them. You cannot look at them. Stop looking at them. Look at yourself. Like I said, I, as a jump roper, this plus size woman, this mom, this wife, and all the things, I could have looked at other people like, oh my God, I can't do this trick and I can't do that trick. And oh my God, I can't do that. Oh my God, I'm too fat. Oh my God. I could have did all of that. But I'm not going to do that. And let me tell you, because of doing that, hey Vanessa, because I've done that, I've helped other women, whether they're going to tell me or not. I have people ever so often, or whether they comment on my Facebook or my Instagram or my TikTok or whatever. These are the kind of comments I get. And this is why I try to screenshot them and post them. Like the other day, somebody posted in my jump rope group for women. They jumped. She's a plus size girl, and not a girl, but you know what I'm saying. She had like a crop top shirt on, and she was like, look, before I came across you, I wasn't even able to go into the gym because I was ashamed of myself. She was in a gym jumping rope. She did not care about the belly jiggle or nothing going on. That's what I provide. By being the example, by being vulnerable, by being transparent, this is the transformation that I provide for women. I provide the transformation that you can do it, right? Stop doubting yourself. It doesn't matter what other people are thinking. It doesn't matter what other people are saying. It doesn't matter what other people are even doing. You have to stand your ground and do what works for you. Let me tell you, people talk about me all the time. But do I care? No, because guess what? They are providing publicity, okay? And then when I start to look at it, I start to think of all the press and all the media that I was in. Like just last year alone, I was on 3 news stations, okay? I was on 2 radio stations. I was in one magazine, and then one magazine that just came out a couple of weeks ago, y'all. So don't worry about the people online that can't add value to you. Think about the value that you can add to others, okay? Because you are indeed valuable to other people. You are indeed valuable to other people. And as long as you start to see the value that you have and that you provide to people, then forget the other people, okay? People are going to talk whether you do good or bad. Even those people that you're looking up to that's either making their thousands or have this quote unquote perfect shape, people talk about them too, okay? Don't think that people are not talking about them. So, if you are ashamed, if you are embarrassed, I will take it. I will take the heat for you. Okay. Hey, Spring, I will take the heat for you because like I said, like the more people that's watching you, the more people that's going to talk. Okay. So it's nothing that as I continue to grow that I can get away from. Like I have like 40-some thousand people watching me on Instagram. On TikTok, I have over 35,000 people watching me. On Facebook, I have God knows how many. On YouTube, I have over 3,000 people. On Tumblr, on all of these places that I'm on, people are watching. And guess what? People are going to talk. Let them talk. But you stand firm in who you are and what you do and that thing, that transformation that you provide for others, okay? Because as long as you walk in that confidence, nobody can stop you. Nobody can stop you, okay? And that's where I am. It took me a long time. It took me a long time to get to this place. But guess what? I got to the place. And you know why I got to that place? Because I was able to get the help that I needed. I was able to deal with these unresolved unresolved issues. I was able to deal but all of these things that happen, that will make you doubt yourself, that will make you think that you're not worthy, okay? And once you start to get the help that you need to get through these things, then life just becomes a little bit easier, Like I've had a crazy life. I mean, matter of fact, I found a video that I did 2 years ago, and I told y'all all the business, okay? I'm gonna download it though, and I'm gonna replay it for y'all. But I told y'all all the business, and I actually have people on my Facebook page that saw me through that. I mean, they saw me when I was I'm not even going into it. I'm gonna just replay that video for y'all. I was a whole hot mess and a half, and I need to write a book. I've been doing this book thing, but I don't like writing, y'all. I don't like writing. And if I was to even tell you some of the things that I used to do, some of y'all jaws would drop. Honestly, literally, some of y'all jaws would drop, because I was not always like this. It took a lot of time. And matter of fact, one of my friends just the other day, on the magazine post, she wrote back, and I was just like, oh my God, I'm so grateful for you, because know. And I'm grateful for two of my personal friends that did not neglect me in those crazy times, I've had a lot of people neglect me and throw me to the side when I was, bugging out, but there are a handful of people that was still there. And even though they may not have been close, they never sat there and tossed me out. We still all good and gravy, and these are the people that have actually seen the transformation. So don't think that I was just this person for a long time. It's not. And, this is why, in addition to the jumping rope, I am transitioning into my coaching, because I know that I can help women transform their lives, and gain more confidence so that they can live to the highest level of their self-care for themselves, their kids, their families, and the multiple relationships that they play outside of the home. We need that. We need that. You need that, right? You need that. And once you're able to do that, look, no excuse today, right? Once you're able to do that, then you can accomplish the unthinkable. Let me tell you, I have been, for the last couple of years, I have been working with coaches and mentors just to help me. And the main thing really was mindset, mindset. Yes, real friends, mindset. And the 2020, even in the midst of pandemic, that's when I really took a lot. I mean, I've taken a lot of my coaching and mentorship and everything like that seriously. But sometimes too, we kind of take in things that we may not be ready for now, that'd be appropriate at another stage of your life when you're really ready for it. So a lot of the things that I have done prior, so since 2016, I've been doing coaching and classes and courses and things like that. And a lot of these things I wasn't ready for. But now looking back in retrospect at this time where I'm at now, because sometimes your mindset has to catch up to the new you. You know what I'm saying? And it just has to catch up. And once you give yourself that time to catch up, then you're like, oh, that was appropriate, but I just wasn't ready for it. Okay. So whatever your season, whatever that thing is, you have to go through a period of getting ready, getting prepared for that thing that you want, because sometimes the thing that you have, it may be too big for you. It just may be too big for you that you can't handle it. And at that space that you were in before, your mindset, you just wasn't ready. You just wasn't ready, but then you got to take time to get ready. So anyway, y'all, I hope that you have gained something out of this. Like I said, this was a bit random because someone had made a comment on my Instagram and, just saying how she's been watching the content and things like that and and that she's been inspired and blah, blah, blah. And, I just, thought about this and I was just like, you know what, let me talk about it. And yes, this is so good. I'm so glad I came. Oh, thank you so much, Vanessa. And I get these kind of comments and messages all the time. So like I said, yes, there's a lot of negative comments that I may get sometimes, but then it's comments like this that really makes my day. And it's because I am confident in myself and my ability to stay strong and do the things I got to do. I had to do this. Let me tell you, it's been a lot of self-work that I've had to do, a lot of self-work in addition with professionals to get me to where I am today. And I'm ever so grateful that I was able to do that and really live to the truest level of whatever I'm supposed to do. And everything that I've gone through is not for nothing. It's really to bring somebody else through it. So that is that for for this. I'm truly grateful for everyone that was here, that was watching this, and I'm so glad that it brought value, and I hope that it really brought value to you. So that's that. The next video y'all gonna see, I'm about to go jump rope. Yes, I am. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'll talk to you soon. Love you all. Peace out.